I think we're good. Hello? Stream? I don't know why I had to restart my computer for Discord to realize that Google Chrome was working, but it seems like that did it. I don't understand. This is very confusing. Did this work? It very much did work. Okay. What the heck? That was very odd. All right. Well, let me just set up... Whoa. Let me just set up my mic here really quickly, and we can finally get the show on the road after a solid 20 minutes of troubleshooting. Yippee. Love that. Nah. All right, well, thank you guys for bearing with me for a little bit. That was subpar. I doubt I'm gonna publish the other VOD because it's literally like 7 minutes of just me complaining. But yeah, for those who may be on YouTube watching this, there was just like a moment for like 7 minutes during the loading screen where it just simply did not work. Like the background music that you may hear in the background if you really crank up the audio was just not going through the audio mixer at all. And I was very confused and trying to fix that. So then when it's quiet, it isn't just dead quiet and you guys are just watching me like mess with a drawing on Procreate with literally no other content because that's kind of boring. So I'm now going to be closing all my background tasks. Give me a moment. No, I don't want to open Microsoft Teams. Why do you always open on startup? It's terrible. Okay, that's been fixed. And then let me open my other tabs. Okay. No, not here. Actually, okay. These two, no. Do that. Haplophrentis could be fun. Just like a nice little one-off. I'm trying to find like some good one-offs that I've like already come up with ideas for, so I'm not just kind of going in there and praying. That, or I could do another cast form. Dunno. I'm going to try Haplophrentis. So let's pull up an image for reference. Haplophrentis. This is such a weird creature. I do quite like it though. Hyolithids are odd. Oh wait, I need to save the image. I am a goofball. Save image as. Me entirely forgetting how stuff works. Alright, drawing should work. Alright, probably should have checked that before doing that, but regardless. Let's open a new canvas. And then here I'm going to change image, download.jpg, select, and make that visible. Welcome, Haplophrentis. It is a hyolithid. It is a very weird group of animals, but I think it's cool, so we're drawing it. So I have also not come up with a name for this thing yet. I have not been thinking about that, but I can at least Haplophrentis. Okay. Haplophrentis. What if I do this? Does this work? Does not work. Oh wait, this works though. Oh wait, it does the whole thing? That's cringe. Okay, whatever. Haplophrentis. Okay. Okay. Actually, hmm. I am kind of considering. Give me a moment. What is my mouse stopping up against? Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to like find a decent reference image of how they just existed because I don't know if all the ones I'm seeing online are correct. They seem wrong. Somewhat. Seems like it really do be like that. I was under the impression that they kind of sat on top of their. Hmm. Okay. I guess not. Okie dokie. And then it is just like that. All right, we're gonna see whether I can make this look good. I'm kind of actually, you know what? I'm going to do the slightly cringe method that I sometimes do where I trace it and then I adapt. I did not spell that correctly. But yeah, hyolithids are super interesting creatures. If you are interested in such a thing, it may be worth looking into. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, not paste. Paste. Wow, paste. Okay. Back to drawing. Probably should use a different reference image for the top left now, actually. Haplophrentis. I just really like the image that shows this reference from Wikipedia. Um. Hmm. 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 There are very few images that I like. Okay. Oh, did I save it? I don't think I saved it. No. I forgot to save the image. Not copy image, save image as. Goofball. I almost just closed the music tab again. Okay, whatever. I am doing a great job today. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Change, browse, this, open, select. No. Select this. Congratulations, I have a second Haplophrentis drawing. Okay. Okay. Now I can make progress. Alright. Alrighty. So, Wikipedia page, again, just because I want to double check the information on this before I do anything incorrect. Is a genus of tiny shelled hyolithid which lived during the Cambrian period. Its shell was long and conical, with the open end protected by an operculum with two fleshy arms called helens protruded at the sides. Served to elevate the opening of the shells above the seafloor, acting like stilts. So it's kind of like a cannon. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna like design it to be that way because I already have some ideas in mind. But it's very interesting. Okay, hmm, piranha. Filter feeder used to extract organic matter from passing seawater. Yeah. Have been found inside the gut of Toya? That's crazy. That's wild. Alrighty. Okay. So, they are little goobers who prop themselves above the ocean floor. I like them. A pretty advanced trace in comparison to a lot of the other stuff I've done, but once I've traced it, I can use that reference to kind of get a feel for how I can manipulate it, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. Can manipulate it into something unique. Okay. That's one. This is gonna take a while. Okay. 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 let's. All right, I'm doing pretty good so far. Okay. Five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, weird number. Okay. Uh, Okay. I don't know if that worked. I think it did. Hello? Oh, all right. That's fine. Alrighty. It's just mixing it because apparently the audio level is different for some reason. I don't know why. So I was like, might as well make sure it's fixed. Okay. Oh, weird. Okay. Alrighty, so I now need to figure out a way figure out a way to adapt this in a way that works. Because the current plan is that this will be a... Oh my god. So, this is a filter feeder. It is a dragon rock type. Hyoliths are pretty much only known from the Cambrian period, so I thought it would be a cool thing to be able to draw for Carbos. So I've just done this trace so then I can have a reference for when I eventually draw the whole thing. I now need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this, what orientation I feel like makes the most sense. This is the front, so I do kind of like this orientation, but I also don't want it to be like dead on the nuts the same, because then I feel like it's a little bit too common. I'm not entirely sure if that makes any sense. This is supposed to be a filter feeder, so it can't be anything like too, like, I guess, it can't be anything like too aggressive in its design, I guess. But I do need to figure out a way to do this. Also, my iPad is rocking back and forth like crazy. It's been very annoying. Okay. 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 Well, first order of business, I think what I have to end up doing is... I think what I want to end up doing is, like, say, shell, right? Like, pretty simple drawing. Then there's a second two because it actually has the bump there, which is actually important. And then I think I want to have, like, two separate eyes kind of lurking underneath it. And then I can have, like, the sort of frill parts. I don't know, I feel like I can make it look... Maybe not like it's, Here, hold on. I'm gonna do a really weird Google search. Image. I literally clicked on the eraser tool. Okay. Um, I'm trying to like, maybe somber is the right word. I don't know how to do this Google search. I did not spell somber correctly at all. Somber. God damn. Oh, yo, how's it going, Fig? I'm gonna have you in the G while I have learned more guitar. Sounds good. I am trying to figure out how to draw this goober as like a Pokemon. It's very difficult. Because like Haplophrentis is just a very weird animal, and I don't know how I'm supposed to draw it. So I'm trying my best to try and just at least like get a general sketch. But the big issue now that I'm facing is that, maybe I could like open the thing more. What if I can make this look like I've opened it more? And then this here. Really rough sketch going on right now. Truly the artistic process where whatever the hell this is like this. I just don't, I'm trying to like make it look like a little bit down in the dumps, but not like super. And then it's more of like it's trying to like look up here. Like that. Look at him. Look at him. The best dragon rock type you've ever seen in your entire life. He's got crippling debt. The IRS is coming for him and there's nothing he can do. It's that, or I end up drawing something that's like, I don't know, more reminiscent, I guess. Big issue I'm having right now is, ugh. I'm just very much struggling to get this to look right. Because I need to make it look like a dragon. Whoa. I need to make it look like a dragon type somehow, except it is a sessile filter feeder, which is just like, what, like this? Menacing in terms of safety. I know, that's why I think I can kind of get, that's why I think I can kind of get it to be a dragon type. I just don't know how I'm supposed to orient this or make it look so it gets like the right feel for it, I guess. I know I need to make it happen. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm just a little stun locked right now. 2 of them? What do you mean? Well, like having 2 of these goobers in the same place, like stacked or something? I don't know. Here's Pokemon. I mean, I have a plan that's kind of similar to that soon. I just haven't fully realized exactly how I'm going to do it yet, so I haven't done it. Actually, what if I do that? Okay, hold on. I actually have another idea for something I could draw today. I could do that. Okay, hold on. I know very little Pokemon now to spare me. I know, like Kangaskhan or like Chandamouse or like Mousehold. I know exactly what kind of Pokemon you're talking about. Do not worry. I am very aware of what you're on about. It's not a bad idea, except I'm not going to be applying it the way you think. So I need to pull up a Google Doc that I have that none of you guys are allowed to see. Vetulocystidae. Vetulocystidae. Group of extinct deuterostomes of uncertain phylogenetic position. These goobers look very weird, but they also look like the gel sacks from Subnautica, so I'm making them that. Gel sack. Yeah, gel sack. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Save image as. Actually, hold on. Let me search up Koosh Zone. That actually might be a better Koosh Zone Subnautica. Might be a better reference image. Yeah, like Koosh Zone. But gel sack works perfectly fine. Sorry, I got a little distracted because I'm now going to edit. We're doing a different drawing now. I've made the decision. Gelsackflora.webp. Let's go! Gel sack Subnautica. Okay, we're no longer doing Haplophrentis. We're doing Ventus, whatever the fuck. I need to come up with Vetulocystidae. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. Share with the class. Sounds like a euphemism for breast implant. A gel sack? That's fair. I know nothing of Subnautica 2. Well, you're getting an education. I used to play piano. I haven't played in a while. I still have one song memorized because it's the one that my grandma used to play for me whenever I would show up to her house. And therefore, I memorized it for my own safekeeping and also as like a nostalgia thing for her. But I do want to hopefully get back into it soon. I have discovered that my college does offer piano lessons as like a credited course, except I actually have to pay for the lessons, which is kind of cringe. So I might end up doing that next semester or in future semesters, but with the double major, I'm kind of a little full as things are. Between the double major and this, and then another small project I just picked up, and on top of going to water polo practices, having D&D once a week, I'm a pretty busy man overall. So we shall see. But let me Vetulocystidae. Let me grab images. God, Vetulicolia is so weird. They're so weird. I hate them. This is literally the only reference image I have. This is the only reference image I can use that is like actually drawn. Damn. Okay, well, we're gonna work with whatever we have. I guess we just don't get that many options. Browse. Cathay Muris Diacodex. Select. Show. This is literally the only reference image that exists for it at the bottom right, besides like a couple of sketches. Okay. Meanwhile, me effing around with piano guitar that I happen to acquire. Pretty sure the piano's out of tune, but I can tune the guitar. Yeah, tuning a guitar is easy. Tuning, not the worm, the thing beneath it. Tuning a piano is like, you need like a degree in that shit from what I can tell. It's a total mess. But yeah, I'm gonna make the little bulbous boys beneath it, and then I think the strategy is I can kind of make it a like, here, hold on. I can kind of like do one of those where like you get this, you get this. Please let me draw, and then I can have like baby, you know, and then that could be the Pokemon, and it would be Super 5-head. I think it's a good idea. Okay, but that's the current like preliminary sketch idea. So let me. Okay. I need to check my type charts for Eos. Hold on. What am I missing? No, not that. Okay, so I have 5 ground types. I have 5 rock types. 4 flying, 4 electric. Actually, I might be able to make these electric. That wouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Steel, I only have 3 of, which feels very weird to me. I don't like that. But, fighting. I'm gonna have more fighting types. Dragon, fairy. I just don't know, like, why this is normal. Okay, I have 4 normal types. I could make, I'm already doing electric normal. Wait, I can make these electric normal, and then I can make Archaeoscience something different. You have a knee-jerk react. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't even think about that. I've just been, like, activating you every single time. It's like, heck yeah. You're just suddenly hearing. It's like, what do you mean, dragon? And it's like, no. Okay. Alright, what is going on? I'm using Mercury. I am a dumbass. Please end me. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Give me a sec. I'll respond to you in a sec. Alrighty. No harm, no harm. Alright, sounds good. Regardless, I think it's just kind of funny that that's what ended up happening here. Whoa, that's big. Sorry if I tune out. I've got something else pulled up for the guitar in question. That is all good, my friend. Happy to have you here regardless. It was speedy progress, I see. Somewhat, somewhat. I'm going to... Okay. That's so fun. I love it when I change my hand position on my pencil and therefore it decides that, hey, you know what? You double tapped your pencil. Time to erase stuff. And you're like, no, I don't want to erase stuff. And it's like, well, too bad. And then you erase stuff. It's great. Non-stylus user. Apple pencil. I could do this with like a stylus. It's essentially the same thing. I don't know why I have the Apple pencil. It was just simply cheaper. I do not have the fine motor skills to use my finger. If that sounds crazy. My fine motor skills are awful. It is miraculous that I have been able to improve at drawing so quickly. But hey, it's a W. Oh my god. You can tell like whenever I'm just struggling with like making a very specific line that it's entirely just because my hand is shaking. And it therefore departs the line at some point that it shouldn't. Did just get that done though, which is nice. Yeah, that improved it a lot. Okay. Hey, progress is progress. Yup. Yup. Jeez, the speed of guitarists now scare me. Yeah, that's fair. It can be pretty impressive how fast people are able to just do the thing, I guess. right. Okay. Fig, you still there? Because I may have a question for what you think should be doing with this. Still here. Awesome. All right. Give me a moment. I'm going to make sure I'm pulled up to the correct thing. One moment. Let me just make sure I am pulled up to the correct sheet. All right. So, I have planned out a decent amount of mushrooms. Sorta, except they're animals. I have planned out a decent amount of the first section of this region. However, I am still not entirely sure what type I should be making this. So, I thought I might as well. That is not what I meant to do. I might as well put it up to the class on what type I should be adding. Okay, this zoom function is not being that helpful. Okay, oh my god, please work. Okay, whatever. So these are like the types that I already have, that I like numbers of them that I already have. So ideally we want to be picking something that has a slightly lower number count, but I haven't just decided like what makes sense. Fighting is down here at 3, by the way. I can't keep it on the same thing for some reason. It's not really letting me. It's very annoying. Actually, hold on. What if I do this? Oh. Okay, problem solved. So I'm kind of struggling to figure out, like, okay, I want a generally even type distribution. There's going to be more of some types than others in this region, of course, but I just haven't decided what I really want these guys to be yet. So I am putting it up to you. To at least help me figure this out, if that's all right. Because I feel like fighting would make sense since I need more fighting types. I just don't know how I would make this a fighting type. It looks like a mushroom, which could indicate it being a poison type, but I just don't think that would make that much sense here, since I already have so many. I'm just trying to get a read of what would make the most sense. Vetulocystis. So, these are deuterostomes, which means that they are bilaterians. Lactic calcified skeleton. Interesting. Okay. These guys are just so weird. I just don't know. I just don't know what I should be doing that would like define them, because a lot of these things are just filter feeders, and therefore it's kind of hard to decide. But I don't know if I have good input. I'm willing to hear any input. Fire any good? What's my fire type distribution? 4? How could I make these fire types? It's very annoying because there's like for a lot of these goobers, it's way easier to pick certain types over others, which is why there's so many psychic types at the moment. Like psychic is really easy, ground is really easy, rock is really easy. I'm kind of leaning towards ground. Here, hold on. You control F this. Ground. 1 to 7. What do you mean 1 to 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I guess I have 6 ground types. So here's the thing. Gel sacks are like very air based, which makes me want it to be like a flying or magic type of some kind, but it's sessile and lives on the ground, which makes it kind of in opposition to that. Exactly, with the filtering, exactly. Filtering. I could do pure fairy. These guys could be a pure fairy type. That'd make somewhat sense. Give it locomotion. Dude, it's like a ball. Oh! Wait. What if I make it fairy flying and have it like detached from the ocean floor? So it can just kind of like straight off, it can just pop off the floor, ocean floor, and then just kind of like float in the water and then reattach somewhere else, like a suction cup. That would kind of be sick. Okay. This is what happens when I don't come into something with like a fully formed idea. I need more time to like actually like process and think, I guess. Okay. Sorry, popped out there. All good. Ain't gonna judge you for living your life. Okay. What did I miss? Not much. I'm also realizing that I have not moved it back to the drawing stage, which means I should probably change my capture really quick. I just started doing a little bit more work, not anything major. You didn't miss anything. Same hat? Yeah. I feel like this is not going to be like as much like... I feel like this is just going to be a Pokemon where I like have two separate drawings and they're like goobers together, but like that's not necessarily like part of their actually hold on, what if I copy and paste and then I go back to this layer and then I delete this, which I can do by doing this. Okay. Trying to... You're part of the Pokemon fandom or just a fan? What... In what context do we mean fandom? Because I'm not sure the context here and I would like to know it. Like interacting with other fan media often as much more than the canon content. I would say not really. Really quickly. Allow me to get this correctly before I continue forward. Okay, that's fine. I would say I pretty much engage with the base content normally. Eclipses. Okay. Regardless. I would say don't really interact with things in like a weird way. Ellipses. Oh, yeah. I would say I do not interact with Pokemon content in a way that is abnormal. Like, I play the games, I enjoy the games, I don't really engage with like a greater fandom, if that's what you're asking about. Hold on. It's so hard to do this draw. Ugh. Perspective is so annoying on circles. Oh my god. As in ovals. Apologies, I cannot spell. Nice job. All good. I would say that it's mostly just like I enjoy Pokemon. That's the big deal of it. I'd say that I may be more familiar with the fighting systems than most people. I may be more interested in a lot of the minutiae than most people. However, I would not consider myself part of the fandom, as I've never really interacted with like the anime. Haven't done too much with TCG. There's like a lot of stuff that is important to like the fandom and whatnot that I simply have not really engaged with at all, and therefore I can't really, in good faith, consider myself to have been a part of it. I mean, solid answer, thanks. Of course. Always down to answer questions. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to like do those outcroppings better. Have the texture wrap around a bit more to convey roundness. What exactly do you mean by that? I know what you mean, and I have a general idea on how to fix that, which I will generally do through shading. I don't know whether it will work, but it's usually what I end up doing, and it generally is like pretty efficient at solving that kind of problem. I'm just Hold on. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you just haven't gotten around to it yet, so I know what you mean. I'm not very good at that yet, but like there's like I don't know if it makes sense. There's some clear attempts that like there's more rounding at the sides rather than in the middle, and I'm going to kind of exemplify that when I end up doing shading, and it's gonna like kind of curve around like something like this, and that's gonna somewhat help. I usually do have trouble with that sort of thing though. What do you mean by texture wraparound? I still don't entirely know what you mean by that. No, no, of course. I don't interpret it that way. I just simply don't know what you're on about. And I would like to know. Hard, hard. Hard, hard. Okay. Hold on. Can I like how do you do that? I'm just struggling so hard on making that like work properly. Okay, that bodes well. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're so getting somewhere. Okay. You can't see it because it's underneath the thing. Cancel. Yes, we are so getting somewhere. Now that looks actually pretty decently 3D. Oh, we're so getting somewhere. Okay. Oh, we are so back. We're so back. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, by the way, this is what I kind of meant by, like, I would be able to, like, this sort of thing is, like, what I meant by, like, oh, I'll be able to make it look more 3D. Like, I'm going to end up adding. Ingration, I have made it look more 3D. I knew I was gonna do that. Okay. Just wasn't sure whether I was on that layer or not. Okay. Literally drawing you a picture of what I mean, by the way. Okay. Thank you. I would appreciate that. All right. I see the Discord notification. They have sent me image. Blue lines come closer together near the edges. Yup. Jigsaw. Just once. It's just download link. Why is it trying to open? Just once. I don't know what that second file is. The JXL thing you sent after the images, because like these images make sense. Like, yes, I've done this sort of math in my head before. It's just a vase. I don't know how to explain well. Yeah, that's fine. It's a perspective thing. It's all right. Here, screenshotted it. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, no, I understand this system. It's kind of hard to do that for something that very clearly isn't supposed to be symmetrical in that way, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. But like the pattern on this is very obviously not symmetrical, so it's very hard to get it to look good like that. Oh yeah. Copy and paste. Then I go back here and then I erase everything underneath this. Okay. And then I go here and then I do this 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 and then kind of expand it out this way and then okay. Takes a lot of planning to get perfect. Yeah, I know. Art is hard. Anything make you get into streaming, or was it a whim? It was like the most whim thing in my entire life. Like, you have no idea. Literally, it was like, dang, I've been doing this art project. I've been really enjoying this art project. However, I need to hold myself accountable to do this art project more. And I was like, well, what do I have to be able to do that? And then I was just looking around my dorm and I realized I have a microphone at home. I have a computer that can handle it. I've always wanted to do this. I already have a YouTube channel set up. I have a headset. All I have to do is download the software. So I just spent a Saturday pretty much setting everything up that you see in front of you. And then I just started streaming the day after. And that was it. I just kind of put my head in it and just started. There was no rhyme or reason behind it. I simply was interested in holding myself accountable to drawing, and I've gotten all the way here as a result of it. Hold on, I see your message. I'm just trying to see whether I can get this part of it to work properly. It's a little pog. Look at him. He's pogging. Aww. Looks very polished. Thank you. I did my best. Like, if you see the back of this, though, like the back end, it's a little bit messier than you would probably like. But, you know, that's how most things are, so it's fine. Like, the top left, just above the current Pokemon bit, was so hard to make look good. Like, you'd be shocked how difficult it was to make that look proper. Oh my god, this is very difficult. Okay. Alright, what do we think? Does that look better? For the whole, like, perspective thing? Yippee! Alright. Yeah, what artistic projects have you been up to then? I guess is probably a fair question to ask. Is this... It's not that one. It's this one, it's this one. Alright, there we go. Oof, perspective on those spikes? What? What spikes? On what? What's up? Reminds me of the days I started drawing a Najuro morning spike star. Ah, got it. Got it. Understood. I missed a message. I didn't make sense in my head. I was like, this is a rotund boy I am drawing. What do you mean, spikes? Nice, nice, nice. Spikes. Just some anatomy practice. That makes sense. I am awful at that sort of thing. Like, I've gotten better at understanding, like, okay, there's like a muscle group here. You have to like kind of like, I've been doing like this sort of I guess anatomy practice when it comes to like drawing stuff. I just kind of like set stuff up like that, and then I start cleaning up the lines a little bit, and then you get like indentations right. But it's still such a mess. Like, doing anatomy stuff is such a pain in the butt. I'm happy I haven't had to like draw actual characters yet, but there will be a day that comes in which I need to start making bipedal Pokemon that are more, I guess, like Armaldo and stuff, and I'm going to die when that day comes. Nah, send pick and DM squat. I'll fix it. What just happened? Oh, bit squat. Got it. I'll fix it. Jesus. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not there at this point. Also, I'm just like, I also just have a really weird history of not really sketching that much, so it might just take me a while to kind of get back out of that habit, because that's been an issue. My art style is basically all sketch. It's nonsense until it comes together. I don't know if I mentioned it here, but I have aphantasia. I'm gonna have to search that up. Give me a moment. I've heard of it before, but I don't know. I'm just double checking. Yeah, that's wild. Um, yeah, no. Usually I don't sketch because I am able to just kind of get a general idea of it in my head, but then I generally have an issue on making it properly 3D when I put it onto paper. That's my general problem. But yeah, no, doing a ton of sketching with aphantasia makes total sense. For the friendly folks at home who may be watching the VOD or may look on this in the future, aphantasia is a condition in which you cannot picture things in your head. So essentially, whenever you're thinking, it's not like you can see things in your mind. You can't really quote unquote imagine things visually. It's more of like a you can think, but it's not like you can't make things tangible in your head, I guess, if that makes any sense. So when Bucket here is drawing, they can't really just like make something in their head and then put it onto paper and pen it to paper. They have to start out with an idea and then start penning it and then just hope it kind of gets to what they would have liked to have been getting out of it. I'm assuming there's actually a degree, now that I put it that way, that like you can't really disappoint yourself, if that makes any sense, because sometimes when I picture things in my head, it comes out better in my head than it does on paper. And as a result of that, I feel not as happy with what I've done. But since you can't picture anything, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. So you can hear things in your head. What do you mean by that? Like, I think I know what you mean, because I can also like have conversations with myself. I just don't know if you mean that in like the same context. Oh, yeah, no. So picture that, but with like visuals. Like you draw something that is like in your head. You are able to picture a drawing. Like, say, actually, better example of this. Say, take this reference image I have on screen right now. Let's say this is what I want to achieve in this drawing. Like dead one for one. Like I'm just essentially tracing this, but I'm just drawing it freehand. I would be sad if I was not able to make it look exactly like this. You know? Because that was the goal to begin with. But instead, my understanding is because you can't like picture things in that sense, you just go for it. And then whatever you end up putting down that you're happy with, and that's it. However, this is my end goal in mind. this is what this is what I expect. Like, this is what I would expect or would hope for. But you just don't have that problem because you can't picture things in your head. That's really interesting. I don't know if that would make you a better or worse artist. I would say it probably makes you a happier artist. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's really interesting. I haven't even considered like the ramifications of aphantasia for artistry. That's really, really interesting. Science is so cool. It's rather common in artists. Damn. I mean, I guess that checks out then. Because objectively, like, it does automatically, like, put you on, like, the quote-unquote correct path in, like, the art process. Like, yes, my process does not involve that much sketching. It mostly involves just, like, really fine-tuning lines. And then once I have the lines down, then I can start working on coloring. But since you have aphantasia, you just kind of do it. And I guess that makes sense because it forces you to sketch. You have to like sketch so then you can get used to, you can picture stuff because you can't picture things. You just have to write it down to get an idea of what it might look like. That's interesting. Yeah. I believe a lot of Disney animators said they had it, which is even funnier because it was the time of pencil animation. So yeah, I sketched like 5 tries until I choose something I feel is good for the final. Yeah, that makes total sense. It's a little bit harder for me to wrap my brain around because it's like my brain literally just processes things differently, but that makes sense. When I do serious art, capital S, as opposed to serious art, lowercase s, it is even more important. Oh, that's so fun. I use caps sparingly. I like the emphasis it gives, like the inbuilt tone. That makes sense. I don't know. Like, I feel like I have similar systems to that when I'm texting and whatnot, but I can't really think of any right now. To be dead honest, like, there's examples. I know there are. I just don't know what they are right now. That's all. Okay. On. Sent the finished sketch. Alrighty, let's check it out. Damn. That's wild. Like I'm not remotely here yet. Like this is part of the benefit of like me having my first project be Pokemon because inherently references are a godsend. Even for me, references are just so important so I don't crap the bed. Like why do you think I sketched Haplophrentis earlier? Like I just full on like traced it. I need the references. Let's okay. Reference images. Hold on. Un momentito. While you got to live in life, leave the dying to the dead. God damn. Jesus. Dude, true realism can be so difficult. Yeah, no, that's wild. Like, I I would show it to stream, but it would take me like 5 minutes because I would have to do a ton of other stuff that's really annoying. So I would love to, but also I didn't technically ask your permission yet. But regardless, so then they could have context. I would have asked, but it's too much of a hassle. I can still sing your praises by myself though, and I'm willing to do that. trying to figure out how to... So if I do that, it curves away, and then I lose things. So I need to flatten it. Hold on, sorry. I'd rather not have my art shared in such an unfiltered state. Understandable, totally valid. I'd put work into editing photos for posting specifically. Makes sense. Since traditional art is so hard to capture. That's probably a fair point. Unless like you had just like a photocopier, but half the time it ends up just dampening all the lines anyway and making everything really saturated, so I get it. The gripes of a traditional paper and pencil guy. Yes, but like also I forgot his name. We also have Jeremy the Dragon, right? Isn't that right, Jeremy? Am I mistaken? It's been a minute. Yeah, Jeremy. Okay. Jerry. Fudgesicle. Okay. Yeah, let's see if I can. Let's see if I can do this, chat. This is going to be very interesting. Can I bend it? Alright, what do we think? Did I do the perspective thing correctly? Have I done a decent job, chat? I think I did a decent job. I'm very surprised. Hold on. I see chat activity. Give me a moment. As chat, actually. Good. I'm proud of you for being chat. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Here, then I need to do this, and I need to drag it down just a little bit, and then I need to grab from here, and I need to do this, and then I need to... I forgot that the edges are included in that. I'm a dum-dum. Okay. Okay. Jerry Hughes erased, sadly. Aw, alright. I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. What pronouns you got in your pants? What does that even mean? Actually, the most annoying bit of Aphantasia is it's hard to keep things consistent stylistically and perspectival. That actually makes sense, yeah, because it's not like you can't picture yourself doing whatever you did last time again, so that makes sense. Yeah, no, I can. It's very, very annoying. I actually, like, here's the thing. As stated, it's very powerful because it means I can know exactly what I want. But it's very annoying because I can never get exactly what I want once I actually try and put it down perfectly in, like, the real world. Because, like, the whatever I can picture in my head is going to be exactly as I imagine it and is exactly as I would expect it to be. But I can't have that kind of power where I know exactly what's up. What are your pronouns? He, him. But otherwise, I am not super familiar with that sort of thing, I guess. I would check Discord bio, but oh, no, that's important. For those listening in at home, currently my Discord bio or Discord pronouns, which is like a whole nother section now, is not being used for pronouns because it's funnier not to use them for. So instead, it just says this, which I'm going to put in chat and should show up on screen in a second for all of the perhaps YouTube frogs. But yeah, it literally just says that. This is because I like to be a funny guy. I mean, it's got to check out, right? Like. Al is the funniest man alive, and plus, I'm. There you go. We got there eventually. Yeah. Neo pronouns for you. True. I got the most insane neo pronouns of all time. It's kind of funny that I'm learning actual anatomy for science class. Like, what do you mean by that? Just like you're just like in an anatomy class, or like you're just getting some anatomy education? Because it's just like weird to you that since you've been doing it on your own for so long, sort of thing? Or. Where's this layer? It's kind of funny that I'm. Yeah, oh wait, I already read that. Head empty, brain empty. Yeah, bio has some anatomy and physiology in it. Yeah. I took AP Bio last year, and we ended up dissecting a cat and doing a ton of stuff that's along that kind of, I guess, along that sort of. I I am unable to speak English right now. Holy mackerel. Um, Along that sort of like, I'm trying so hard to speak. It's just not working. Uh, Oops. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm getting all my layers mixed up. It's very annoying. Okay. Starting to learn the names of bones right now, and I only really think them as art reference points based. Her fingertips reached to half the thigh. I just quantified in heads for proportion. Adults are usually 7 to 9 heads tall. Is that what you're saying? What? Face is 5 eyes wide. Brow to bottom of the nose is a third of the face. Eyes at it halfway up the face. Lots of head stuff memorized, as you can imagine. Yeah, need to learn how many ribs the mode of people have, as in like the average person, or as in like. This trapezius is big though. Muscles are a pain in the butt. I have like a general visualization of what they look like because we dissected a cat, and therefore like I kind of know where stuff is, but it's like. Here, let me see if I can at least do the chest region. So, God, like. This is grossly oversimplified. Hack. Then you have delts over the top. Have pecto antibrachialis down here. You have another set of 2 up here. You have these. I think this is roughly, but I can't remember the names of everything. This is like the levator scapulae, whatever, ventralis, I think. Hold on. I want to look into this again. I can do chest area. I can't do much else. Okay. Muscles, chest. Okay. And then you got the neck down here that kind of comes across. Then you have the section at the back that overlays like this. Then you have abs. This is going to be your obliques. Got a section of the armpit, which I caught here. Okay, awesome. Underneath your obliques, you're going to have another muscle, and then underneath that, you're going to have another muscle. You're going to have the transversus abdominis and then something else beneath it. But otherwise, this is about right. It's pretty simple, but it works. These are supposed to go up to here, like that. But it looks goofy as hell, but that's close enough. Well, technically, mode is the majority of people most common. Yes, it's the most common, or not necessarily like the average, because that would be the mean. The mode is like, okay, there's a value, and that value shows up the most, because it's not like you're gonna have like an average, like the average person does not like have 12 and a half ribs or something, you know? Anatomy, neck things, haven't dissected anything. They did say we do a cat later though. Nice. Be warned, the smell of sulfur and formaldehyde is quite strong. The fact that the pecs connect to your arms is so weird. Yeah, that's fair. But like there's a lot of weird stuff. Like for example, say you have an arm. So like let's draw very crappy humerus. And then you got your radius, and then you got your ulna, which I'm going to draw skinnier. Your tricep at the back of your arm here goes from here up to here, because that's just how muscles work. The idea is that, like, for example, the reason your pec grabs it like your shoulder or your arm is because it needs something to leverage against. So like if you're doing, like, for example, if you're on the oh my god, I'm forgetting what it's called. It's not deadlift. It's the other one where you're like lying down on your back, and I don't know why I don't remember what it's called, because it's the normal one. Nah, I have chem lab, not enjoyable, valid as hell. But there's, oh my god, what the fuck is it called? Bench press. When you're doing the bench press, yeah, exactly, I got there. I got there as soon as you said that. When you do a bench press, you are pushing up your arms and then bringing them back down, but you feel it in your abs and chest. That is because your abs are holding your entire body taut, so then like your back doesn't arch or anything, but your pecs are pulling on your arms, so you're engaging you're engaging your pecs because they're connected to the base of your arm, and they're kind of holding it in place when you're at the bottom or at the top of your bench, I think, but I'm not entirely sure of that. It just seems like that makes sense, and that's why it works it out. But it's been a minute, so I don't remember. Never been to a gym. I mean, you don't need to be at a gym to work out, so that's totally valid. But yeah, gyms are interesting. Alright, sounds good. Trying to figure out how to make this crease mark work. If you know more than me, I'll look up that stuff. Sounds good. If you look too closely at the sketches I sent you, you'll see the mistakes. I'm not going to like psychoanalyze everything you drew. It generally looks proportional, which is better than most people can say. So probably due to the lack of visual connection, also just practice. Well, yeah, that checks out. It's all good. Does not make you... Oh my god, there's so many... Oh, I'm gonna have to erase all these later. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain in the butt. Okay, whatever. Damn, I've been using like none of the canvas. That happens sometimes. Whatever. Yeah. Sometimes I draw stuff at the super specific scale. I don't I'm not entirely sure as to why. All right. Is that a little bit better? Does that do the center thing a little bit better? Okay. Tiny. That's just showing how small they are. Freehand drawing doesn't mean I can come up with stuff really fast once I see something on paper. Yep. So dragons were marked in real time how they looked at an empty page just a few minutes ago, and now there's finished artwork on there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think so. Thanks. Yay. Okay, that means I'm doing something right. Interesting. Interesting. So, like, you just kind of, it's like, all right, I have idea, and then you just go for it. So, like, I would say my equivalent, hold on. Okay. My equivalent drawing so far would be, Shellac. Shellac here. The only reason I say that it's like, damn, that was something like completed after like it took no time, is because I drew a sketch for Bivalvulon when I was first starting to work on it, and this was it. And then I was like, damn, that's pretty good. And then I just polished it up, and that's pretty much it. You see what I mean? So, yeah, that it happens sometimes for me. It's not every time though. It very much is like, oh, you just have to like get that exact inspiration and you're set. But otherwise, it's like, no, meh. What? Sorry. How's your day been, dude? I need to have you in my bio classes so I can copy notes off of. Not that I'm doing poorly or anything. All good. My day's been pretty good. I got to violently nerd out to some friends about biology earlier today. That was a ton of fun. Very much enjoyed that. In other news, I did this backwards. Whatever. Hold on. Let me fix this. I accidentally did like the Eye Cthulhu drawing style, and I was really supposed to do something else. I knew it looked a little weird, but hey, that's why we're here. We can just fix stuff that we start on. There we go. Alright. Sorry. Yeah, my day's been good. I got to info dump about a lot of different stuff today. That was a lot of fun. I had 2 classes today. One of them got I had 3 classes today, but one of them got canceled, so I didn't have to attend it. And I got to watch the new Bad Batch episode, which was a ton of fun and very exciting. Very excited to have the series finish up. Okay, so fairy flying type, like little goopy boys. We got the goopers. Alrighty. Sounds nice. Yeah, it was a lot of fun today. Day was pretty good. How about you? How are you doing, Bucket? Sleeping in for your break? Valid as hell. Can't even argue with that. I would too. Okay. Got some work to do, but for the most part, it's awesome having not school for a bit. My gods, I needed it. Based, first of all. Second of all, yeah, I totally get it. I had the same situation last break as well, where I was like, finally I can breathe, and then I did, and it was great. Valid. Actually, I'm switching to Mercury. It might make more sense. That is no bueno. Hold on. All right. I think burnout was about to get me there. I like the little guy. Thank you. I like my little guy too. I'm just trying to figure out how I can make like this centerpiece a little bit more detailed because it kind of looks goofy. But I also might just start coloring in, honestly. and then we put a layer beneath it, and then what I'm going to do is really quickly going to swap to this swap to the chatting screen, so then I can what the is this thing called again? I already forgot. Vetulocystis. I am very bad about this. Literally, this is a real search. What do you mean that this is not real? I literally... What are you on about? Google is terrible. Oh my god. Okay. Wikipedia. And it shows up immediately. I literally had to search up Wikipedia to get a proper result. Google, how did you fail this? It's not that hard. Okay. Saved photos. And then I'm going to insert a photo, and then I'm going to use this so that I can pull so I can pull colors from it, and then gel sac. So now, whoa. Saved photos, then here, and then this, insert a photo here, right, and then I can drag this over here, and then I have references. Yeah, Google's been going downhill. I literally just installed Firefox earlier today. Alright, sounds good. See you later, Bucket. It's a pleasure having you around. I really like this blue, god. That is a really pretty blue. Shit together like the house that John built on the hill. I've procrastinated long enough. Understood. I will see you later, Bucket. Best of luck. Give me a minute. Alrighty. Finally, I get to make my Subnautica reference that I've wanted to make, though. I mean, I'm probably going to end up making some other stuff, but like, hey, at least I got the gel sack into the game. Goes hard. Gel sack. Let's go. Gel sack content. This is what this is what we were here for, chat. Alrighty, we shall now finish coloring this in. I don't know what other colors I'm going to end up using for this. I do really like the pink and the blue, and I think it will lend to the very weird typing that this Pokemon will likely have. But, I don't know. Feel like I'm gonna end up using just a darker purple to represent some of these like structures on it, but otherwise I think we're kind of set color-wise. This is working out better than I anticipated. Goofball. Meh. I think this is almost me done with the pink, which is nice. Okay. I am not done with the pink. Fudgesicle. This is a very complicated thing to have to fill in. All right, now I'm done with the pink, except for the second one. Okay. Now let's see, is there any other colors that I want to be using? So let me just move this closer to the actual image. Okay. Now I just need to find one more color that I would like. I think it's going to be sort of on this kind of end of the spectrum. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Doing a weird solution, but it should work. So, take it. Okay. Yeah, my fingers are actually starting to hurt. That's crazy. Alright, what's all this then? Hello, Dragon. How's it going? Fig was here for a while. Missed them, but it's been fun so far. I'm drawing a goober, as per usual. I'm assuming you might be on break right now? Or might be off work, I don't know. Something like that. Goober creation, yes. That's usually what's happening on the Voltaic Glint channel. Voltaic Glint 278 at twitch.tv. It's a very common occurrence, which we create the goober. Off today, actually. I requested off for spring break. Nice, good for you. That's fun to hear. Yeah, I'm shocked. Oh wait, did I actually clean that up already? I might have. That might be why it looks good. It's like, dang, that line looks way better than I thought it would. It's like, oh, I'm just like that. How's your day been, Dragon? How's it going, my friend? Religious college, so our spring break coincides with Easter. Checks out. That makes total sense. I'm doing alright, that's good to hear. I'm just a little EP. because the stream's been up for like 3 hours and I had technical difficulties earlier. So, soy un poco de hippie, but it's alright. Okay. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm doing alright. I know this song, banger. Nice. Yeah, no, I just always have the music on super low. I don't know. It's chill. I just kind of found this really nice compilation on YouTube, and then I've just been playing it every stream since then. It's pretty much it. It's not super crazy or anything, but it's nice. Alright, and then I can go down to this layer, and then I can erase this, so then it looks better, and I don't look like a dum-dum. Okay. That, whoa. Whoa, that looks dope. Alright. Back to what I was doing. Got slightly sidetracked by that. Alright, and then, yeah, this is the correct layer. I would say you missed a lot of the hard parts of this drawing stream so far, in which I was experiencing difficulty, but it's been good so far. Speaking of songs, what's up? Right here, then I erase these sections. So, as in Canrax, the new big GD level tidal wave, yup, is now possibly the catalyst for Rob Top striking a deal with Monster Cat, one of the biggest popular EDM record labels ever, to get this official song support. I've heard about that a little bit. I don't know entirely what that means, but it sounds crazy, to be honest. Like, you know, would be W Rob Top moment. Love this man. Keeping a game alive for like billions of years after its expiration date. now I need to find a lighter color of this. I'm going to use that on a different layer because it would be even more complicated if I didn't. Oh, that's so fun. Thank you, ears. Wow. My ear is ringing right now. It's fine, it's just funny. Alright, then this, I can take a lighter version of that, and then I can just be like... A paragraph. Give me a moment. I see it. Okay. So, pretty much for a lot of Geometry Dash's lifespan, the only songs creators could use were Newgrounds songs. The only way to get other songs was by pretty much hacking and replacing the song files. But now 2.2 added what's called the Music Library, which is meant to give support to non-Newgrounds music. Interesting. It started with pretty much just royalty-free and non-copyright music like Kevin MacLeod, but now it's being used to officially add artists that aren't on Newgrounds to still be used in GD. So like, I'm just picturing Cypher by Kevin MacLeod as a Geometry Dash level. The most recent added artist, for example, is She, a popular music artist in the Osu community. Nice, that's really cool. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't realize that the song choice for Geometry Dash is so limited. I was under the impression that it was pretty much anything as long as it was copyright free, but I didn't realize it was limited to just Newgrounds, so that's pretty wild. Yeah, I also heard stuff about like oh my god, Camilla, I think, joining the GD list or whatever it may be. Sorry, the music library. Camellia. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I'm totally not ill-informed in this topic in any capacity. No, sir. Mm-mm. Doing my best. I think that's it though. I think this goofy boy is done. Yeah, that's why Geometry Dash is really isolated music-wise. The game has a very, very different sound compared to other rhythm music games. That makes sense. Okay, really quickly, simply because I would like confirmation on this. I have heard you before say that Geometry Dash is not a rhythm game. Is it? If I'm not mistaken, at least. I've heard you say that. So is it now, like, technically considered a rhythm game? Has something changed, or am I just, like, not able to listen? Camellia, yeah, John Rhythm Game himself. Yes, exactly. I recognized that name at least. Uber. Nah. Gosh dang. 3.5 hour stream. Ugh. That doesn't include the 10 minutes of troubleshooting that I had to do before I restarted stream because for some reason the music wasn't working in the background at all. But yeah, sorry if you just got here, Dragon, but I think I might cut it off here because I'm a little eepy. I ain't gonna lie to you, Chief. But if you want to like hang out in VC after this, I'm 100% down. I guess I should finish this by saying I have no idea what the hell this thing's going to be called yet. I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's gonna be fun. In other news, you can find me on my socials. All are linked on my Twitch account. Are not currently linked on YouTube. However, you can find me on at Carbos Region on Instagram, at Carbos Region on Tumblr, at Cultbos Region on Tumblr for my alt account. You can join my Discord, which is linked on stream. If you're interested in seeing a little bit behind the scenes content, just want to hang out, whatnot. Oh god, that's a big paragraph. I'll be there with you in a second. I'm just gonna finish plugging myself before I respond to that and then end stream. What else? No, it's all good. I'm enjoying the paragraphs. It's fun. If you are logistical, what else do I have to say? Have I said everything? It's the Chisholm probably. No. Base. I think that's most of the plugging that I have to do, really. I stream here on Twitch, twitch.tv/VoltaicaGlint278, no caps. I stream here on Wednesdays at 6:40 EST-ish, on Fridays at 4 p.m. EST, and on Saturdays, I just said Fridays, and Saturdays at 5 p.m. EST. If you ever want to catch stream, I'm usually streaming for at least like 2 to 3 hours-ish most of the time. Alright, back to what Dragon said. I still say it's not a rhythm game. My basis for rhythm game is that the inputs sync to the music in the background and the music helps you time inputs and you get rewarded for following the notes in the music, etc. GD is a platformer at its core with some musical elements, but inputs themselves are not normally synced to the music, so much so that sync levels are their own type of level and not the standard. Yeah, that's what I assumed, because the fact that Geometry Dash is not required to be synced to the music, but rather the music is an auxiliary addition to the vibe of said level. It is not necessarily a rhythm game, as in rhythm games, the music and track is always foremost to the actual gameplay. But yeah. Thank you guys for checking in, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, you guys.